Okay? What the Bible tells us happens when we become Christians is that we are indeed made new, and we receive the Holy Spirit. But what that experience is like, well, that varies from person to person. I've been around long enough to know that, hearing different people share about that moment when they receive Christ and they receive the Holy Spirit, that it varies. For some people, it's just this kind of calming sense that guilt is gone, and they know that they can now move forward, and they're just kind of ready to go. They're kind of matter of fact. Okay, what's the next step? And they're going to do the next step. Other people, it's incredibly like a huge emotional moment where it's this breakthrough because they've been carrying around so much guilt for so long, and they finally realize what Christ has done for them, and they experience the Spirit and His love in such an overwhelming way that you'll see it. It's a very emotional outpouring. Other people, it'll be almost like instantaneous life change, that they don't even have time to go read what the Bible tells them they should change. They just are naturally changing it. My dad used to share his testimony about when he became a Christian, and he was in the military, and he was kind of typical military guy back in the 50s, and all the things that he did, and whether it was just swearing like a sailor, even though he was in the Air Force, so I guess I don't know what that means, swearing like a pilot, I'm not sure, but and he was doing the regular things. He was a young guy going out drinking and all those things, and then when he became a Christian, he said he didn't even realize his demeanor had changed until a couple weeks later. One of his friends said, what's going on with you? You seem different. You don't use the same words, even though he didn't know those words. He shouldn't use those words. He said, you seem like more positive. And there had been a change that had taken place. And so it really kind of depends on the person, and there's a lot of people have other experiences. That's one of the good things about being in the church, is you hear different people's stories, and I can almost guarantee you one will resonate with you, and you'll be like, yeah, that was my experience